Hi, I'm Maria, an associate here at Kemp IT Law. In a previous video, I introduced the UK's Cybersecurity and Resilience Bill, the CSRB. It's often described as the UK's version of the EU's NIS 2 directive. And broadly, the direction of travel is similar. Both frameworks aim to strengthen national cyber resilience, and many elements will feel familiar to those of you who've already completed a NIS 2 compliance programme. Looking at some of the similarities between the bill and NIS 2. Both frameworks place strong emphasis on supply chain risk, particularly third-party providers. The CSRB therefore expands the current regime to bring in new categories and different types of entities, for example, managed service providers and designated critical suppliers. The bill also introduces stricter incident reporting and notification obligations, for example, a 24-hour window for initial notifications, and also a requirement to notify the National Cyber Security Centre. When it comes to enforcement, the bill significantly raises the bar on penalties like NIS 2, and it sets a maximum amount at the higher of 17 million or 4% of global annual turnover. However, there are also important differences that UK organisations should be aware of. Significantly, the Secretary of State is given wide discretionary powers under the bill to update certain requirements and to make changes to scope. So while the UK hasn't added as many new categories as NIS 2, these new powers might mean that the landscape evolves more quickly. When it comes to penalties, NIS 2 uses a tiered approach to fines, whereas the CSRB has a single tier. And this might mean that penalties end up being higher for the same types of breaches. Now, as mentioned, many of you will be familiar with some of these proposals, but understanding the UK-specific points of divergence when comparing to NIS 2 will help to ensure that you're in a stronger position when the new rules take effect. That's all for today. See you in the next video.